Hello and welcome to the lecture series on operating system. For more such lecture series on different subjects of computer engineering, please subscribe to my channel. I am Mrs. Gitanjali Mahamonkar, lecturer and research scholar at Department of Computer Engineering, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Lonere. The books that I have referred for this lecture series are Operating System Concepts by Galvin and Operating System by Achyut Godbole and Atul Kahate. This is the second lecture of this lecture series. The link for the first lecture of operating system in this series, the description, please check the description below. At the end of this lecture of components of operating system, you will be able to list the components as well as state the activities related to different components of operating system. So to begin with, let us try to list out what all are the components of an operating system. In the previous lecture, we have already summarized and listed out the components of an operating system are file management, process management, network management, input-output device management, security management, and secondary storage management. Let us see what all activities are related to file management component of the operating system. File represents programs and data. Now data could be numeric data, alphabetic data, or alphanumeric data. The activities carried out by operating system related to file management are creation and deletion of files, creation and deletion of directories which are used to organize these files, then supporting the primitives for manipulating these files and directories, as well as mapping files onto secondary storage and backing up of files on a stable storage media. The next component of operating system is process management. As you all know, a program in execution is a process, or we can say program can be assumed to be a passive entity, whereas process is an active entity. In the sense, take for example any program or in any language which we write and store onto disk could be considered as a passive entity. When you bring this program into memory for execution, it becomes a process because it is in a state for ready for execution. So that is an active entity. There are various activities carried out by operating system in connection to this component. First is creation and deletion of a process. Next, suspension and resumption of a process. In the previous lecture, I had talked about how an interrupt can pause a program and carry out certain other activity and then come back to the original program. This involves suspension and resumption of process, which is taken care by the process management component of operating system. Next, providing mechanism for process synchronization. This is necessary when we have number of process running on a program, on a machine. Providing mechanism for process communication. There is something called inter-process communication which we will talk about in later lectures, in which we need communication between different processes so as to, or we can say cooperating processes which share resources and other activities. So providing mechanism for process communication is the task of process management component of operating system. Scheduling processes and threads on the CPUs. Now CPU being a very important resource for execution of a process or carrying out of certain tasks by the computer, this processor, that is the CPU, needs to be shared amongst different processes which are competing for getting hold of the CPU. So to decide which process or thread is kind of a lightweight process, so which thread or a process should get the CPU first is carried out by CPU scheduling algorithm, which is taken care by the process management component of the operating system. So let us move on to the third component of operating system, that is network management. Network management. Network management is basically a process of administering and managing computer networks. The activities carried out by this component, by OS related to this component, are performance management. Performance in the sense related to the network, performance of the network. Okay. Then fault analysis, if there is any problem in the network, then that kind of fault analysis. Then you have provisioning of networks and maintaining the quality of service. Next is it helps to access shared resources that help computation to speed up. That is, over a network, if we have different machines connected and there are different processes running on each machine, then these processes can share the resources that are available in the network, so to speed up the computation. Also, it takes care that data is always available and provides a reliable service or reliable connectivity of service. The next component is input output device management. Now, input output subsystem or this component hides the peculiarities of specific hardware devices from the user. The activities carried out by OS related to this component are: it offers buffer caching system, then it provides general device driver code and also provides drivers for particular hardware devices. It helps you to know the individualities of a specific device. In a way, it helps us to use different input output devices connected to your machine so that they run efficiently and provide us the service of input output efficiently. Next is security management. Now, the user programs cannot execute I/O operations directly. Security being a very important component or service provided by the operating system, the component that takes care of this is security management, and the activities carried out by the operating system related to this component are: to provide medium to the user program for executing input output operations, to check the capability of the program to read, write, create or delete files, because this is the kind of authorization that can be provided. Then you have the third activity as to facilitate an exchange of information between the processes executing on the same or different systems. And also the OS component, this OS component helps you to make sure that you get the correct computing by detecting errors in the CPU and memory hardware. So this was about the first 5 components of operating system. The last one being secondary storage management, which is a part of main memory which is a part of memory management. Now, the first thing that comes into picture is the main memory, which is very much important, as a program can be executed or a process can be into execution only if it is in main memory. So for that we need to bring the process stored on the disk into the job pool, as we discussed in the earlier lecture, to bring the process that is present in the job pool from the disk onto the main memory so that it can execute. Now there could be number of processes which are ready for execution in the job pool, and if you bring them for achieving multi-programming, if you bring them all onto main memory, then it requires proper utilization of main memory to take place. And the main memory management component takes care of this. So it needs to keep track of which parts of memory are currently being used and by whom, then deciding which processes and data to move in and out of memory so that there could be switches between the different processes and achieve multi-processing or multi-programming in a way. Then allocating and deallocating of memory space as needed. When a process completes its execution, you need to deallocate the memory space allocated to it so that it can be used by some other process. So all this is taken care by the memory management component. Now this was about the main memory management that I was talking about, but as you all know, main memory is not sufficient enough to store the data, as it is small in size and also volatile in nature, as when the power goes off, all the data will be wiped off out of the main memory. So you need to store the data onto secondary storage, which is a kind of permanent storage, and hence we require some component to manage this storage, and the activities that are carried out by operating system related to this component are storage allocation, like where to store or to provide space to the programs. Then free space management, if you have free space available on to store, then its proper utilization is to be taken care of. And third is disk scheduling. Now this is again a kind of scheduling, okay, like how you can access the disk. Okay, so we'll see all these components in detail later on in further chapters, but this was an overview of all the components of operating system, right from so let us see what we have already done. So we have seen in today's lecture different components of operating system, wherein we talked about file management, we talked about process management component, then memory management, network management, input output management, device management, then security management, and storage management, which is again a secondary storage management, which was a part of memory management. So we have seen all the activities related to these components, and we'll see each component in detail in the further lectures to come. I hope all the points were very clear and you'll be able to answer the questions in today's question bank. That is, enlist the components of an operating system, state the activities in connection with the memory management component of the operating system, then state the activities in connection with the process management component of the operating system, and before that define process. What is a process? Okay, I again thank you all for watching my video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video as much as you can. Thank you.